This monument right here, this is the cathedral, the Duomo. Then you have, sorry, this right here is the Contucci Palace, where the Contucci family still lives after more than 500 years. They were a very important family during the Renaissance, and now they're still making wine in their cellar, which you can visit, and it's pretty spectacular. This monument right here is the Tarugi Palace. The Tarugi were one of the most important families during the Renaissance and during the Medici family republic in Florence. They were one of the most important families. And this right here is the town hall of Montepulciano, which resembled to the one in Florence, because Montepulciano has been, even though we are in the province of Siena, we allied, I mean, I'm talking about we, but I wasn't alive at the time, 600 years ago, but Montepulciano allied with Florence, even though we were physically in the province of Siena. And still in Siena, they don't like us because they don't accept this betrayal that took place 600 years ago. So from the square now, I'm walking into my restaurant. Some of you guys are familiar with it because there are some members of our wine club right now in this beautiful Zoom meeting. And I'm very happy for that. See people entering into my restaurant. This is my restaurant, a building from the 1270s. This is my scooter, my motorbike. Now I'm walking on the main, on the terrace, on the patio of our restaurant. So we'll be doing a lot of wine tastings in the beautiful villas in the Val d'Orcia. But for some of you, we might have the lunch and dinner, the lunch with wine pairing here on our restaurant. You see, this is the staff. This is my mom, the boss. Say hello. Yeah. And this is the view from the terrace of the restaurant. It's a windy evening, as well as every other evening, to be honest. And here you have the Temple of San Biagio, which is one of the most beautiful monuments from the Renaissance in Tuscany. Okay. I hope you guys have been following me because I don't hear anything. So Claudia, feel free to ask anything you want to.
Well, we're gonna ask them to put things in the chat box. Do you want to? Oops, oh, that's your gate.
Yeah, sorry. We should put oil on that.
We have Joy, who's saying that she's a member of your wine.
Yes. Hi, Joy. How you doing? You have Vince. You have Gina. Welcome, Rose. You have Steve Evans as well. They're members of our wine club, and they're amazing, amazing friends. So yes, the name of the restaurant is Osteria del Borgo. I'm going to show you. Hold on a second. Yeah, this is the logo that was, designed by my mother. She's a painter and a chef as well. There you go.
It's lovely.
Yep. Lovely. And this is pretty much the town where I was born and raised. Not a bad place to grow up, but a little bit boring as a nightlife-wise for a teenager, but still a beautiful place. Yep.
We're going to bring Lucia back in. Hang on, Francesco, just 1 minute.
Okay.
We want to thank you for making time. The dinner hour starts at around 7:30. I'm doing the 12-hour clock, not military time that you guys use. Yeah. But the dinner hour is just now starting, and I know you have to get into work. So
yeah, because luckily, this is another thing that I wanted to say, that thanks God, thankfully, and thanks to all the precautions that have been taken in the last month. Now we are able to, work at, I would say, 80% of our regular pace. The only thing that we miss is, Americans. We miss you guys a lot, and we hope that, very soon you guys will be able to come back.
Well, then we have some Canadians on the line who
Canadians as well.
Yeah, we're North Americans. I mean, the Canadians will probably.
Well, I mean, North Americans, South Americans as well, because we have a lot of Brazilians, Argentinians, Argentinian tourists that come here to Montepulciano. So we meet people from outside of Europe, actually, to be honest. But we have a lot of people from the Netherlands, Germany, France, and a lot of Italians that, you know, we don't go abroad much at the moment because, you know, there's still very strict rules. Even though you can travel within the European community, you know, there's some rules and not all the people want to go abroad. So a lot of people are staying, Italians are staying in Italy. So thanks to all precautions and we've been very, very, very careful with the COVID, especially because Italy, as you all know, has been hit very hard at the beginning. So thanks to these, you know, extra precautions that we took, we are able to go back to normal life. This is the main, you know, the main bar of the square of the town, and it's full, as you guys see. You know, there's people pretty much, you know, enjoying their just life as, you know, as nothing happened, as no pandemics happened before. So,
well, that's nice. We wish we were in the U.S. in as good a shape as you guys are. The thing about Montepulciano, for those that haven't been there, and most of the towns and villages, they're all built up on hillsides. And I remember the first time I came to your restaurant, it was a few years ago, Lucia was like, yeah, just go to the top and you'll find the restaurant. And we just kept climbing and climbing. And it's not that long of a walk, but you really have to go all the way to the top of the hill. And you know you're there when you get to this very open piazza. And then, of course,
it's worth it. It's worth the climb.
It's worth the climb.
Otherwise, you can call a taxi.
Well, nobody needs to really have it. Well, if you needed help, yes. But it was just, you know, you're just trying to find it. And she's like, oh, yeah, it's up at the top of the hill. We sort of thought we were at the top of the hill and realized there was another bend in the road, and we ate out on your terrace, and it was lovely. So we're going to
appreciate it.
Thank you, Francesco. At the end of this and this upcoming week, everybody's going to get links so they can find your restaurant if they're going to be there, or, you know, your wine club. And I think we're bringing Lucia back in, and we're going to go talk. There she is. So thank you.
Thank you guys very much.
Grazie mille.
Ciao. Have fun. Enjoy the virtual